I was surprised to hear a Christian monk directing me toward the Hindu path to the divine. Betty Griffith told me the story of Ramana Maharshi. His contemporaries saw him as a Jivan Mukta, a liberated spirit who became fully conscious of the presence of the eternal within.
It was a dramatic experience. He was a young man in Madura in the end of the last century, and quite healthy and normal, a Brahmin boy, normally devout, nothing special. And one day he had a feeling that he was going to die, and it was so strong that he sort of surrendered to it. And he lay down in the room where he was near the temple in Madura and surrendered himself to death. He let the body become stiff, he stopped breathing, and he said to himself, now this body is dead, am I dead? And at that moment he underwent a mystical death. He realized, I am not this body, I am an eternal spirit. And he never for a moment lost that awareness. I am, they would say, the eternal spirit, the Atman, you see, and this body is not me. And that is the authentic Hindu Advaitic experience, you see. And it was so profound that he couldn't stay any longer in his family. He left for Arunachal, this holy hill at Tiruvannamalai, and lived in a cave there for many years. Eventually they built an ashram at the bottom of the hill, and people began to come from all over the world. And they went to sit in his presence, you see. Many would come with all kinds of problems and questions, and after half an hour or an hour in his presence, it seemed all their questions had been answered. There was this presence of the spirit in him, was so, dynamic and so powerful that people were simply overwhelmed by it. And this is what we seek, you see, this is the I, and his one teaching to ask everybody to ask themselves, who am I? Am I this body? Am I still more these thoughts, feelings, desires, this personality, which I think is me, or is there something beyond that?
Hearing these words, I was determined to go to the holy mountain of Arunachala, to visit the cave where Ramana Maharshi had lived in seclusion for 7 years. At the foot of the mountain is a huge temple in honor of Shiva, the god of reincarnation, of life, death, and the fusion of all beings in the Absolute. Arunachala. In Hindu mythology, it is considered to be the center of the world. How can I describe the intensity of what I experienced inside Ramana Maharshi's cave? I felt as if an immense power was about to reveal itself to me in its fullness, and that I would be dissolved in it.